Well, I've just stopped here because I've noticed they've changed the sign. It just says keep clear. So and if we filmed last year, so we'll go in and have a look and see if we can find that little cave section, and that might be a good ending for today. Sort of, it just says keep clear at all times. In other words, just don't put your. And it says now Scott Creek Conservation Park, so you know, you know. So there you go. I mean, that says they've changed the signage, so that means we can go in here from this direction. So before we couldn't, and probably best going through here actually, if I can. Oh. Okay. Now, if we're right, it's straight down here, sort of thing. That's probably the better pathway for it. We'll see how we go. It almost looked like we were looking in a straight line, didn't it? Anyway, we'll see how we go. Ah, well there you go. Serpentine already. Yeah, oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Right, so is it just straight down we fall off the edge of a mountain, or oh, that looks interesting as well. Look at that. Yeah. Right. Right. And you couldn't even have done this probably even a month ago. But as I said, the season changed so rapidly. You know, the spectre fire eaters were set forth for Moggy issue over the past 2 weeks. Waves of them going out. That's a little joke, by the way. There's no such species, but that's what I call them. Just like. Now we were basically over there on that side, further up, I think, the other year, last year, I think. We've got to go back to the old clips. Now we're looking for this cave that's on this side of down here somewhere. So I don't know, maybe we've got to go a little bit further up. But you never know what this sort of rockies might force out. There might actually be a seep or something, and around that seep we might have a little patch of Bonata. And if it is a unique patch of Bonata that's hung on for millennia, it might be slightly different, because I think as that original article came out, the T-form was discovered by Steve Commish around the entrance of a cave. So there is that, you know, urging us on, or egging us on, I suppose. But I don't think we're quite there, fellas. Or have we gone past it? Is it going to be a case like it's actually there? And that's what that track is all about. It takes you right to the edge or something. Yes, it is. Ha ha ha. Okay. So actually we've gone past it by about 1 or 2 basketball courts. So we basically have just to endure a little bit of slippage, and well, we're there. Well, at least we'll get some nice 1080p shots of it though, and see what it's like. Oh yes, I think it's going to be good, fellas. I think I'm going to have to go this way. Oh. I said, how do you do that, Richard, in crocs? And I was saying, well, it's like throwing a boomerang. Over a 3-year period, I built up skills that I could stop people on their way to the shops for 3 or 5 minutes just to watch it fly in the air. And it's like riding a bike. You may get a bit rusty, but you know, those skills are still on tap and they're ready to go and can be brushed up in an afternoon, basically. And so you can turn 3 years work into an afternoon, basically, which is a thing I don't people appreciate with the elderly. They have skills that can be brushed up, and I want to know if those skills can be passed on somehow, you know, so you can actually save 3 years of your life and learn something. It's a bit like that Mythbusters episode, and he said, oh, how do you hit that, or was it Mythbusters or some other thing? How do you hit a coin thrown in the air and sort of thing? And he says, we don't actually aim for the coin, you aim for something else or something. Oh, okay, it's going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought. But it's there, fellas. Looks interesting. Maybe that's what that path was all about. I should have taken the path. Probably fine. We'll be leaving the cave via the path, if not falling off the edge of a mountain. Yeah, I'll start a new clip when I actually get to the cave, fellas, I think, if this is running on a bit too long. Yes, it's about 45 degrees, fellas. Whoa! But the soil's getting this sort of dampness in it, and it'll get rather slick in a few weeks' time, so I suppose I'm glad I'm doing it now. Yeah, there it is, fellas. Put my way towards it. So we must have been up there somewhere. Up there. We must have scrounged up through there to get the view of this cave. And okay, right. Yeah, probably find I've knocked a setting in the camera. It's got any crap footage or something. Oh, maybe we've had some fires there or something, I don't know. Oh, whoa. Yeah, as I said to a bloke that came to put in a new bed the other day, you know, boomerang throwing is not an Olympic sport. It wasn't in my day, still isn't, should be. Because there's this Reader's Digest article I have about this Aboriginal person throws this boomerang out. When you translate the figures in from yards to metres and kilometres, basically threw it about half a k, so it went beyond the sight line, then did this big arc sort of thing. When it came back into view on the way back, he stands upside down on his, does a handstand and catches the boomerang with his foot, but it was done in front of Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II. So, well, that does look interesting. Look how damp that is now. Okay, and I've got to get up here without falling off. And so, if you've gone online recently, you would have seen there's colour footage of Kew Gardens during the war. And when they showed the carnivorous plants in the film, the colours were very good, It was hard. Whoever did the colour matching back then did a bloody good job. So, yeah. Whoa, I want to stop the camera. Yeah, I think that was just going to be a case of scrambling out and getting back to that path, I think. Oh, enough effort for one day, I think, fellas. Well, I said I would come back. Oh, I suppose you want me to go right the way up. Oh, God, it's going to be hard getting up there, fellas. In Crocs. Take your Crocs off, Richard. Yeah, it would be good if I was used to that, but, it's not good going into something. Whoa. Uh-oh, did I press something? Whoa. Very precarious, fellas. Now, Put the camera up there. Put my phone up here. And we're here, fellas. Started an eclipse from here, I think. Oh.